It's time for our daily dose of Cope, and we have Fiona Leopardine at the Leopards News Network news anchor's desk. There are so many stories to get to, so many faces that have been eaten, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Y'all are going to love this crash out. I'm going to start out with the crash out. This person named The Deal said this on November 6th. It says, F you, Fox News. It's fixed. Trump wins Pennsylvania. You got that wrong. That no good for nothing piece of crap VP that did nothing to secure our borders, that was her job. She never went there. November 6th, that's what The Deal said. Prepare yourself for this crash out. The Deal is big mad. On February 19th, the Deal says, I cannot believe I voted for Trump. What an effing a-hole. He's a dictator, not Ukrainian president. What's wrong with this guy? Now he's buddies with Putin, a war crimes criminal. What an effing a-hole. So that was February 19th. On March 5th, Trump is speaking to Congress. I voted for him. I wish I just didn't vote at all because I never vote for a Democrat. Trump is whacked out. He's lost it. Okay, he says he never vote for a Democrat. He wouldn't, if he just couldn't vote, he would. So this would still have happened because the non-voters are still responsible. So you would still have Trump. The Deal. March 13th, Trump is a total F-up. Yeah, I bought it for him both times. I switched from the Democratic Party. I was in for 40 years when he won 16. What the hell is going on around here? Trump, are you freaking Shane? Now, up here, he says, I never vote for a Democrat. And then down here, he says he was in the Democratic Party for 40 years. So The Deal is a little mush-brained himself. He says, are you freaking Shane? Are you freaking Shane? No, he's Donald. Then on March 27th, he says, please understand that I was a huge Kasich supporter. I was a Democrat for 40 years. And when Trump ran in 16, I switched parties. I like Kasich. I would watch him on Fox News for a couple of years when he was on, but he screwed up. He is not qualified for this job at all. April 14th. You know, like I said, in 2016, I switched from a Democrat to Republican to support Trump. So I'm a Republican. That's not so good, Trump. Really changed? What the hell is the matter with this guy? Honestly, what's wrong with him? And then on April 20th, Trump is giving up on Ukraine. He's letting his friend Putin just slaughter tens of thousands of innocent people, little children. If there was an election now, I would definitely not vote for him. I switched to a Republican in 2016. Because of him, I'm switching back. Okay, that was a full progression from February 19th to April 20th. February, March, April. That's literally 2 months, y'all. These people are crashing out. Ken Sauter says, I voted for Trump and was enthusiastic for Trump, but now I'm feeling like he's a boat without a rudder. One day he's on with the tariffs, one day he's off with the tariffs, one day you're on with the tariffs, one day you're off with the tariffs, one day you're on with the tariffs, and you shake it all about. All right, he says one day he's going to fire someone. The next day, he's not going to fire someone. That's because his brain is a little mush-brained, and he didn't have any kind of plans. Y'all voted for him because you would rather see an old, deranged, dementia-riddled white man than a colored gal. That is the reason why, Ken. This is literally who Ken voted for. This is someone's old pawpaw that really just needs to go lay down and have a nap. Gordon says, I voted for Trump now. I wish I did not. I should have voted for the woman. The woman. I think Bugs Bunny could have done better. Trump needs to be out of the White House and in the big house prison. I really do not think we can take no more years of this. But the thing is, he was a felon before you voted for him. But y'all still voted for him because why? Probably something along the lines of what Brenda says. Women aren't supposed to be over man. Bible facts. Hashtag Bible, hashtag facts. Brenda says, but I do agree with you. That I will continue to say, and I will let Persephone, rubber stamp me. I would have voted for a half-dead goat. Someone else said that they would have voted for some curry goat stew, and that is probably true as well. Donald Trump should not be running a turnkey lemonade stand, yet these people voted for him to be president. Once again, their dear leader. This is why retailers are sounding the alarm. This is because of Trump tariffs and Trump trade wars. We're not getting what we need for back to school, for the holiday season. Y'all know retailers order in advance, right? So even if you go to the store right now and you see things on the shelves right now, that's cool and all, but if there are no ships coming in with freight, that means that there's going to be a lot of scarcity come back to school, come the fall season, come the holiday season, if these tariffs stay on, if this trade war continues. I'm just putting that in the middle of this just so people can see it. Like this person said, it's so weird seeing the port of Seattle without any ships. I don't see how we get out of this without a ton of supply shortages. Empty shelves are coming. Empty shelves are coming, y'all. Y'all better be prepared. Be prepared. I saw this a couple of days ago. There is a website for MAGA-friendly businesses, and people are using it to boycott. I know there are going to be a lot of businesses that are harmed, but let's make sure that MAGA people are harmed the worst. This is a Huffington Post article. It says social media posts about Public Square have gone viral as Trump critics use it to find companies not to support, the opposite what the site was set up for. A few years ago, Jeff was working for a California bank that asked him to look into getting the business listed on a website called Public Square. The bank's leaders were big supporters of Donald Trump, and Public Square was an ideal place to advertise it. Its website, which built itself as the anti-woke online marketplace, is a hub for tens of thousands of businesses nationwide that want people to know that they align with MAGA views and oppose so-called progressive priorities like women's reproductive rights and diversity initiatives. In order to list your business on the website, you have to first confirm that you will respect the core values of Public Square and agree not to support causes that are in direct conflict with our core values. For far too long, American consumers and business owners who cherish family values and God-given liberty have been overlooked by mainstream businesses. The company's website states, it's time to embrace this community of customers and merchants by providing platforms, products, and services that enrich the way of life they hold dear. The company also acknowledges its purpose of letting people use their dollars as political and cultural leverage. Public Square is on a mission to restore the culture through the power of commerce, its website says, under a section called Purpose with Every Purchase. This isn't about boycotts, it's about helping you switch to something better. Jeff, who requested using a pseudonym for this story out of concerns of being targeted by Trump supporters in his community, doesn't know if that bank joined Public Square. He soon left that job and went to launch a communications firm. Fast forward to February 2025, when Trump is back in the White House and destroying virtually everything he touches. He's tanking the global economy. He's hollowing out the federal government. It's not hyperbole to say he's pushing American democracy to its breaking point. Jeff, a regular user of the social media platform Reddit, started noticing people in his San Diego community posting messages desperate for ways to fight back against Trump's recklessness. Some called for boycotting MAGA-friendly businesses, but didn't know how to identify companies that support Trump's views. So Jeff, who has extensively researched Public Square at his previous bank job, tossed in a note about it. MAGA has made it easy for all of us to avoid their businesses, he wrote under his Reddit name, our abbreviation 18. A couple of years ago, they introduced a website, publicsquare.com, to promote MAGA businesses. We can use that same tool to make informed purchasing decisions. If a business is listed on that site, it's not a fluke, it's on purpose. His message took off, spreading to Reddit threads all over the country by people eager to do something, anything, to reject Trump. Ironically, people began finding solace in the very thing Public Square offers to its supporters, a chance to align your spending with your values, except in this case, they are using Public Square to decide where not to spend. Is a list for 2025 so we can pass around, is there a list for 2025 so we can pass around to the worthy, peace-loving humans? MAGA businesses in Oregon to boycott. Jeff tossed in his description of Public Square, and his post got upvoted 263 times, meaning it got pushed to the top of the thread for more people to see. Please know and understand that I will be finding these links if I can. Please know and understand that, because we need to continue to push this message to make sure that MAGA businesses hurt more. Please avoid them. Don't give them any money because they voted for this, so they deserve nothing. They deserve to only have MAGA people support them. There are so many stories daily, but we're going to end it here. Daddy's home, y'all. Daddy's home, and this is what we got: a whole defunct country. Join the conversation. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.
Donald Trump lies so much the Chinese government had to hold a conference yesterday to tell the world China never called him. China not even once negotiated with him since he started this bully trading war to the whole world. And this narcissistic personality disorder jerk just shooting lies everywhere, every day. He's like got a diarrhea in his mouth.